things in Kent in its time, and so the White Horse, adopted by the county of Kent and Aveling Porter, turned its colour to gold and put it on the front, or brass, and put it on the front of every one of their engines. That's Silver Cloud, one of 9,000 steam engines that were built, steam rollers rather. And yet another female engine. This is a 1909 Marshall, Eileen, owned by the Peacock family of Rokeless near Boroughbridge. This is a 1917 Sentinel, the Denby Flyer. Mr. Ward of Upper Denby. And it will usually be followed, as indeed it is, by the 1905 Yorkshire steam wagon. Very, very rare machine this. Again, Mr. Ward of Upper Denby. 1905, which is behind the 1917 Sentinel. See, this man is taking cooling to a new art form. He's taken the glass out of his windows. That cools him down. Doesn't help with the feet though, does it? No. Good for chilblains, that. And you can see. Black Bess coming through now is the Marshall from 1899. The Gilead family from near Driffield. 10 tons these machine weigh, and as I say, too heavy to go onto the land. They would crush the topsoil, so used for driving static machinery. Another big Burrell coming through. Burrell's built a lot. With 1,000 Showman's engines that were built, Burrell built 340 of them. And the last one was built by Burrell in 1928, when they virtually went full. Full team on the footplate there, full team. This Showman's engine coming through is the Lightning II. It's a Burrell built in 1913. Although they were built in 1913 as Showman's engines, they wouldn't be used in that capacity. A lot were requisition power. They could pull the guns. They couldn't move through the mud, but they could certainly pull things about. '34 Marshall coming through. This is a surprise. The Rockcliffe family of Huntington. Now we have another Showman's engine, the Busy Bee, 1914 Burrell. A lot of brass work on there, a lot of polishing goes on. The last engine that actually worked for its purpose, which it was designed, that's to tow the rides and attractions, etc., was in 1957. The legendary showman Pat Collins, and he used it to power rides at the Birmingham Onion Fair, which is a tale designed to bring tears to your eyes. And a Fowler tractor. D&J Lamb from Trowell in Nottinghamshire with that fine agricultural tractor built by the Aveling and Porter company based in Kent. We will be having to adjust our timetable, ladies and gentlemen, and I will let you know the revised times as soon as I know myself. That's not the driver, that's the engine. An 1898 Burrell, followed up by a Fowler steamroller. This is Whitby Jet, Mr. Turner. Morning, Peter. Nice to see you. And Whitby Jet, this machine, as you can see, supplied you to the former Whitby Urban District Council, which ceased to exist on the 31st of March 1974. And we now have the steam wagon. This is a Foden, makes a change. This is Mr. Ritchie with his 1930 Foden steam wagon. Foden's eventually got the speed up of their steam wagons up to 52 miles an hour. Usual speed was about 32 miles an hour, but a derivative of this machine could do 50 odd miles an hour, which is pretty quick. And within half an hour they'd have to stop to take on more water. And Mr. Stuart Richard there, telling a tale. Telling a tale. Fowler, oh, just looking to my left, there's still more coming. This is the Forest Maiden. And you can see the we have a Rover Silver Vogue, I think it's owned by Mr. Ward, MN8980. We've got a Mr. Ward driving two engines out here. So we've got a Silver Vogue. Range Rover MM8980. Big Paolo Showman, the report there, it's a 1920 machine. So the last Showman's engine built was in 1934, and that in fact was a Paolo. The flying airships, just imagine what on earth they did. In the shape of airships, and they flew around very, very quickly. And that's pretty rare machine, that's a Garrett, built in Leaston in Scotland. And now we have another roller, the 1920 Aveling Porter, and I'm sure there's a story behind the name, Pie Girl. You're not the Thai girl, are you? No. He's over there. And a small helper there, sitting in the coal bucket. Swarfiga is available in the trade tab. Big road loco coming through there. This is the 1970 Fowler Midnight, is it? Big beat. Would be so big, heavy loads around the country. Transformers were still under the nose days, you know. And, but in heavy work, Salters, Pickford, people like that. Or Wright's heavy haulage. That's the 1970 Fowler road loco. The Little Lion type, I think. The Sentinel coming through, steam wagon. This is the 1932. So our Wallace and Stevens Advance will do a couple of shuffles down in the corner to show just how quickly they could set off and reverse. Now our miniatures, all built to imperial scale, goodness me. This man rode side saddle yesterday. I've shamed him into putting his feet under. Get yourself nice and warm. So the two that have gone through a 4-inch scale, and this one coming in superb condition, in wonderful condition, Northern Pride. Excellent machine. Took her 8 years to build in somebody's shed, that did. His wife was delighted that he spent 8 years in the shed. 4-inch scale, and the small behind. Is that a 4-inch or a 3-inch? A 4-inch, but it's just a small one, yes. Don't run off. Is that a 6-inch scale, I see? Or a 9-inch? It's a 6. We're saving the extra 3 inches for later. The Little Giant. That's a 9-inch, that's pretty rare. And you can still buy the drawings in imperial measurements only. You can buy the castings as well. So the 9-inch almost dwarfing our little 4-inch one. Another steam wagon coming through. Trouble with miniature steam wagons is there's not a lot of room for your legs. So this man almost like riding a speedway bike. Just cornering very quickly. And it could be our first 4-inch, a baby 4-inch. You should feed it more. So there, Evenson Engineering, what a romantic this man is. Went down on his hands and knees and proposed to his now bride. That was 2 years ago. And the wedding car was a vintage Morris 8. Engines built by these men in their sheds in the back garden. You can buy them new, of course, 15,000-ish, and they are licensed to go on the public highway, and their top speed is about 10-11 miles an hour. That's downhill. So be aware if you're following one home. King of the road, splendid machine going through. Love the hat. And is that a 3-inch? It is a little 3-inch. Kenny, looking suntanned and glamorous as ever. I'm very well. So good to see you, Kenny. The Lord has spared you for another year. The man behind's laughing. He spared you as well. And another Foden steam wagon. Now, more comfortable the man looks on that. The Sentinels look a little bit tight. So there you see a Sentinel, 9-inch scale, or 6-inch, 9-inch. And I say the boiler is round his feet. We are going to be having presentations for the steam engines, both large and small, as soon as they are gathered in an orderly fashion. That could take some time. So we'll just get our miniatures lined up, then finish their lap, and then we will get on with our presentation.